5 minutes, and then we'll be all done. We are live. So we're coming at you a little bit different this week because me and Vinnie both had a couple things going on, but we know that you need this valuable resources, the data. So even though Vinnie's flying back from Hawaii right now, he's throwing shakas, saying aloha, and due to some COVID restrictions. So it's very interesting. So sorry about having to be a little bit off, but we to get you important market updates and what's going on. So it's summertime. What's happening? Well, if you've been watching our market updates, you've been realizing there's a little bit more of inventory that keeps trickling onto the market. Do we anticipate this to continue? Probably it's going to continue trickling on a little bit more and more because things are opening back up. People are going back to work. And then hopefully in September, they stop paying people to stay at home and to go back to work, because that's actually going to help our market as well too. So do we think the housing market's going to get a little bit better so it's not as frustrating for all you buyers out there who are going, there's 25 offers ahead of me, I'm never going to get accepted. There's a little bit more inventory coming on. This is a time where you really need to sit down with your agent and lender and strategize how you can best make your offer the most appealing, which that's going to no. And you need to have a good strategy right now to get into a house. Next, let's take a look at where interest rates are going. Well, on Friday we had data come out from the Fed, and the Fed basically is okay with letting inflation be at 6.8%, and then the real inflation stripping out food and energy. For those of you who don't use food and energy, they put it at 3.6%, which is way higher than the 2% target. So what does that mean for us in interest rates? Well, it means basically if inflation keeps running hotter and hotter, we're going to have some issues with interest rates because they will gradually trickle up, or the Fed's going to have to dramatically step in, buy even more money than they're already doing. And if you look up the Fed's website on what they're buying, they're not even disclosing the full amount they're buying anymore, because they now realize that inflation is causing us some real problems, like the real price of gas, the real price of food. So they're going to look to contain that by buying more mortgage-backed securities, and hopefully that will keep our rates down in the near future. As far as near future, what's concerned is how long will the low rates continue? I'm going to tell you, it should continue for at least 6 more months for sure, and we're projected to have them low for 12 months, but that doesn't mean they're going to be as low as they are now. You have to realize every single time inflation gets hotter, mortgage rates get a little bit higher. And for those of you who may have noticed earlier on when the new administration came into power, they passed different things to make it a little bit more expensive for you to refinance and buy non-owner occupied properties. So there could be other changes coming too. So what does all this mean as a full circle? It means if you're thinking about investing, buying, selling, or refinancing, do it now while what you know is secure. We have low rates for sure. We have low inventory for sure, which means high demand. And people who get rates now and mortgages, they're going to look back 5 years from now and laugh in 10 years from now, because what you're seeing is historic interest rates. So that's all I got for you today. As far as rates, where they at? Well, we're back in the twos again, not as low as we were months and months ago. So for all you who refinanced months ago at the bottom of the market, you scored. But there's still lots of good deals out there to be held. Be patient. Talk with your realtor. Make a game plan about your offer. Talk with your lender. And if you're thinking about refinancing right now to pull cash out, to consolidate debt and save money, it's one of the best times ever. That's all I got for you today. You guys have a great one. Out.